It's a lovely day. A trip to the shed would be very nice. This is the front door of the shed. By the side of the shed I have this water butt, and if it doesn't rain too long, then I can get some water from the butt and water the garden. There's the side of the shed. At the bottom you see right round the shed a concrete base. The concrete base is there for the shed to stand on. And there's a story about the concrete base, because I had a smaller shed when we first came to this house, and I had so much stuff and so much bits and pieces that it got a bit small, so I decided to buy a bigger shed. This is 10 foot by 8 feet wide, and because I was going to buy and spend quite a bit of money to buy a bigger shed, I thought I'd put a concrete foundation down in the shed. And it's a bit of a funny story, but what happened was I calculated out how much concrete I wanted. And I calculated out that I thought that I needed 1.2 cubic meters of concrete. And so I thought I'd better check my figures, so I rang up one of these concrete suppliers. You see the ready mix concrete wagons going around the country, don't you? I rang up the ready mix concrete and I said, I'm putting a shed down, right? The shed is 10 feet by 8 feet, so I wanted about sort of 4 inches thick to have it a good solid foundation. So I said, how much concrete do I need? And the chap on the other end of the phone, he said, you need 6 cubic meters. And I thought, goodness, I calculated, either I can't use my calculator, but I calculated 1.2. So I was a bit concerned, and I was a bit worried. I thought, well, I don't want to waste my money, so I ordered 2 cubic meters of concrete. And the day came when the ready mix came outside the front of the house. This is the back of the house, and the chap came at the front of the house, and I said, oh, it's round the back of the house. So he drove round the back here and put his chute through the fence, and I got my shovel. This is what I want to show you today. The tool in the shed is a shovel. There it is. It's done a lot of work. And the day came, I'll show you at the end of this little talk what happened when you try and build yourself on your own foundations. It's a silly thing to do. I got in such a pickle. I had concrete everywhere. It was coming out of this van and this ready mixed lorry, and there was so much concrete, it was going everywhere. I didn't know what to do with it. I thought, what on earth would it have been like if I had ordered 6 cubic meters? 1.2 would have been absolutely fine. The story, the point of this message this morning, this thought this morning for your consideration, It's so important to build your life on the right foundations. Let me read to you this morning what Jesus himself could say. Jesus said, "Everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash." The only way to build our life and to live our life is to listen to what Jesus has to say and to follow him. May God bless you this day and be with you in all that happens to you. And may you seek his counsel and help in all that you do. God bless.